Shalom Aleichem, Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh. So as you can tell, I have my kufi, my kippah down very low over my eyes because this video is about Abdullah Hashem. So I'm gonna pull it up now because my little parody is over. But Abdullah Hashem, come on, man. I know you just released another video, and I know you're trying to respond to me without addressing me. Which, is a little weird, because, it's almost like you didn't write to me for the Surat al-Kamal lessons back in the day, and you didn't base part of your cult stuff off of that. It's like you didn't order a copy of my book Biogenesis and then take that and run with it, but you didn't have all the information. So you kind of, when you heard about the alien stuff when we were talking shit on them on the Talia forums back in the day, and then you got obsessed with them and tried to infiltrate them, and then you plagiarized their ideas and they sued you. It's almost like that. It's almost like there's no background here, and you have no idea who I am. It's so crazy. Well, anyway, yeah, for everybody who knows, I'm the guy who founded the Al-Mahdi back in the day, and that's fine. That doesn't make me special. I'm not special, any more than you are. Any less than you are, and so that's what this comes down to. Is every time you, Abdullah, address any of the challenges that I make to you, you're bringing attention, which is great, to my challenges, because there's nothing I can lose. I'm not like trying to run a competing cult. I don't want any followers. I don't care at all. I don't even want Kung Fu students, really. I don't care about that either. I was very fortunate. I was blessed to run some very successful journalism websites, gonzo journalism, you could say, immersion journalism. Some of you know full well about them, Political Blind Spot, Countercurrent News. Made a grip and sold them, and we're all right. We're scraping by. Don't need a cult, don't even need to professionally teach Kung Fu, really. But I teach people who are longtime friends and underground Talia members and so on and so forth. And then, whatever, people come along the way. So what it boils down to is I have zero zilch nada to lose. You have everything to lose, my dude, right? Like, everything, because I ignored you when you plagiarized Biogenesis and made their rivals. Okay, because I didn't care about that, right? Like, okay, film student guys making, I get it, whatever. I didn't care. People told me about it. I said, dude, I'm just in school and I'm training. I was training all the time, working on getting those black sashes and all that. I didn't really care about your weird alien video, and I don't talk about alien stuff publicly. Anyone who knows me knows my father-in-law, longtime Air Force intel. You can Google him, Daryl Wooten. You'll find proof of that, Air Force newsletters of him doing karate or whatever. And, it says Air Force intel. Anyway, so I know a bit of stuff. I don't talk about it publicly because it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you still got to pay your bills. You still got to treat people nice. Who really cares anything about aliens, right? It doesn't matter. But if you want to start a cult, alien stuff is the way to go. You want to dig in, and you want to tell your followers, like Abdullah's told his, that like he has some secret knowledge of the Anunnaki or the Egyptian gods. I mean, this girl, she was talking to me like, do you know the connection between, like she was challenging me. I was like, dude, I don't even care to answer your challenges because I don't care. I don't want you as a follower. First of all, because number one, I don't want followers. Number two, if I did want followers, I wouldn't want followers as followers, because you're followers. No, like, I want other leaders to network with. I want people to change things. I want, what do they say? Change makers. That's what I want. Change makers. If you're just looking for somebody to follow, you're probably not going to change anything, right? So cults bad, change making good, right? That's the premise. That's the idea. That's the whole idea of the Tali al-Mahdi in the first place, is not this weird cult stuff where people are like, we are the 313 Jaysh al-Mahdi. No, it's the imam The 12th Imam, not some dude who went to film school in Southern California, and not some weird dude who calls himself the Yemeni, who's not from Yemen, who's actually from Basra, and there's a weird hadith about the Dajjal being from Basra, and he's actually dead. And Abdullah, I guess your video was a response to me publicizing the fact that he's dead. Cat's out of the bag. Everybody in the white banners and black banners, Ahmed Al-Hassan is dead. He's been dead for a long time, and that's why there's no videos of him, and that's why Abdullah just had to put out a video talking about how he's for sure really alive. But no, but give me a break, dude. He's not alive. He's not alive. The dudes who run his thing, the so-called four Sufara, who just modeled their shtick after the four Sufara of the 12th Imam, they just want the money. Because, get it, the marja, don't give khums to your marja because it's bad, because they're the marja, and blah, blah, blah. But give it to me and my cult instead. Like, how about you give it to a non-profit organization that's doing charitable work, or give it to the place, your masjid or something? Like, come on, man. Like, why are you giving money to these people? They're crooks. Come on. Money is the root of all forms of evil. That's the whole Jesus thing. You guys, come on. What the Immortal Technique said, Jesus is the most quoted prophet in the Quran. Now, I disagree with that because I don't think Isa is the literary person Jesus, but whatever. And of course, those quotes are not the Ahmed quote. But Ahmed, you don't know that. That's about the historical person, Yehuda HaGalili's son, Menachem. Because Menachem is how you say Ahmed. But you guys don't know that. You think it's talking about Muhammad. Ooh, secret knowledge, right? No, I'm writing it in a book. So, and I'll give you the preliminary chapters of the book if you donate 50 cents to me. I don't care. I don't care because I'm not writing it to make money, because I just don't care. My God, if I could just somehow express, I hope I'm conveying a little bit of how little I care, how little I give a shit. I'm even saying shit, and I know the super religious people, that's like a big thing. Oh, I'll never follow this guy. He just said shit. I'll also say fuck. Fuck. It doesn't matter because I don't care, right? Do you get that? So, Abdullah, you wouldn't do that, right? I mean, you would just have guys give you hand jobs to prove their sincerity and fuck their wives and things like that, and do other cult things like that, and then pretend that you don't really do it, and like all these defectors from your cult haven't spilled the beans on it, right? Okay, dude, the cat's out of the bag. I get it. You're my karma. I've got to confront you. I've got to confront your cult. I've got to destroy it, because when the Talia went underground, it created a vacuum. You had some of our teachings, which were just really teachings from Jewish Midrash and the Dead Sea Scrolls and Sumerian cuneiform. I mean, they weren't like teachings we pretended were divine revelation or anything like that. I'm a historian, and I was like a, aspiring budding historian then who hadn't gone to school for it yet. So that's what I was doing, is I was just collecting interesting stuff that could help you on your spiritual journey, stuff that could help your intrigue about weird alien stuff or whatever. I don't, whatever. But you made a cult out of it, so it is my karma, and that's why. One of your cult followers asked me today, why, with all the bad people in the world, are you fixated on him? Because it's my job. It's my job to come after you, Abdullah. And that's why I issued you the challenge repeatedly, and it's confirmed delivered to your Facebook that you saw it, the challenge. So, mutual cursing, right? I'll call it down upon me and my family, like the Sunnah of Muhammad, right? You don't have to call it down on your family. In fact, I refuse to let it be called down upon your family, because they don't deserve to be hit based on your lies and your narcissism. So if I'm lying, so we'll do that. And martial challenge, you're supposed to be the Mahdi. You're supposed to be this dude who can fight the nations of the world who rise against Islam. Like, come on, dude. You can't even whoop a 45-year-old dude. I'm not in any kind of fighting shape even anymore. And you can't whoop me? You are not any kind of Mahdi, dude. Give it a rest. At least just step up. And I'm not going to maim you or kill you. Just fight, dude. Just throw down in the ring. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal. You never been in a fight? You never been punched in the face? That, and then debate after that, if you're still conscious. Peace.